I remember, man, she gave me one of the worst whoopings of my fucking life. Sixth grade. I got all C's. I brought them C's, man. My dad took me to Cumberland Mall. She was working at World Bazaar, arranging flowers and stuff, and, He said, show her your report card. I showed her. Shit is all C. I'm cool. You know what I mean? This halfway through the year. And she said, it's all C's. I say, that's average. She looked at me and I'd never seen a scowl on her face like that. She said, and I'm gonna beat your average ass when I get home. Denise beat me till she was sweating. She said, I didn't have nothing average. God wouldn't send me nothing average. How dare you call yourself average? Let's just say my average increased to A's and B's the second half, yes, and I never looked at myself or used that as a cop-out again. So honestly, I think the ultimate lesson was, Michael, don't be average. Michael, you special.
Yeah.
Go to the aptitude. You serve the world no good by dimming your light so you can hang with your homeboys.
Come on now.
And she pushed that line on me. So, motherfuckers say, you think you smart? No, I know I'm smart. Because I've worked and read and did the research, and I've failed enough times to be smart. Oh, you think you the shit? Yeah, I know I think I'm the shit.
Hey, the person who sent you this wants you to know. Quit being a bitch, okay? Just quit it. Come on. Quit being a bitch. You're gonna be okay.
Ouch. Right in the heart with a silver bullet.
I think they plotting on man. Don't fight their feet when they enter the L.A.R. I feel a full stare.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw that clip. Shout out to Killer Mike and his mama. The prison of average. First and foremost, the prison of average can be a life sentence. So if somebody sees greatness in you when you can't see it in yourself, and you choose mediocrity over what they see in you, that's going to be a life sentence. And you can look around and see the prison of average is all around you. It's not people locked up. It's people that are free that are locked up because they got all these regrets about, man, they told me, they showed me, they mentored me, they helped me. And I was scared to be great. I was scared to be good. More important, I was scared to be consistent. I was scared to be responsible. I was scared to be available. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to just, goof off and hope something happens to me that makes me great, luckily. And then when you look out into society, that's what you see. It's a prison of average. Because people won't commit to what it takes. See, if other people believe in you, and that's not a catalyst for you to believe in yourself, there is no help. And some of you believe in yourself, and the people around you don't believe in you. And you got to separate from that. See, a lot of y'all out here looking for haters, and you're looking for a hater's motivation. And most of y'all need to look in the mirror because you your biggest hater. You believe you can't do it. You believe you're not good enough. You believe you'll never be great. And you're going to wind up in a prison of average. You're not willing to take a chance on yourself. Other people deserve it more than you do. No, that's not true. You deserve it just like everybody else. Everybody deserves it. But everybody's not willing to earn it. It's two different things. Two completely different things. So when he said, mama put them hands, feet, and them belts to him like, oh, I know we're not doing average. A lot of y'all running the average, not knowing, it's a life sentence. When you're young, you're in school, you running the average. You get out of school, you you trying to be great, but all you've ever been is average. What does that tell you? And I'm gonna say it in this way because I think it's overlooked. A lot of y'all think I can be average in this, and then one day I'll be great. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. Usually people are average in something, but they're great in something else. That's what that is. They're juggling being average at one thing and great at something else. So what happens with a lot of y'all is y'all not willing to compete with in the thing that you're great at with other people. You're not willing to, step up on the stage with what you're great at because for some odd reason, you know, you believe you so great, you never have to try. And to the victor go the spoils. And to be victorious, at least you got to show up and try. So a lot of y'all, you're not willing to try. And you're looking at other people like they're not that good. I'm better than them. Yeah, maybe not. How would you know? You never stepped in the ring. You never tried. We know what they are because they went to it. And then, I guess we're gonna add insult to injury by saying this. You're not loyal. You're not loyal to the people who see something in you, and you're not loyal to yourself. And for all of you religious people who believe in God, you don't believe in God enough to actually have faith in yourself. You know, have the faith of a mustard seed. But faith without works is dead. But it's a whole lot of people sitting on their behind with a lot of faith. There's a whole lot of people who say they have the faith of a mustard seed, but they had never planted. They had never planted. So for the people who come across this, when you look out in society, that defeated, dead look in people's eyes, that's their prison sentence. That's what that is. They're in the prison of average, and that's their sentence. And and just like prison, it's rare for people to escape. You gonna get a story or two with somebody that escaped, but the vast majority are gonna be in that cell. And I'm gonna tell you what I guess what needs to be said in this aspect. You can kill your own greatness with your own laziness. You could see it in yourself, you could feel it in yourself, you can know it's there. But if you ain't willing to put in the work, you're gonna kill it. You're gonna choke the life out of your own greatness with your laziness. And that same gift God gave you, you ain't the only one he gave it to. He gonna give it to somebody else. I remember they had this thing that with Michael Jackson talking about making music, and he would say, "I got to do this song because if I don't, God gonna give it to Prince." Because he felt like they were on the same like frequency with God. And I'm gonna tell you something. When I used to make music, there was a few times that I was ahead of the curve. Like, yo, this is the next thing. This is dope. And one time I didn't see it through, and man, another artist came out that did just that, and it blew up. And then years later, uh, I did it, and it just didn't, I didn't get no feedback. But I wasn't mad about that whatsoever. And then, a matter of fact, other artists came out after that too. Because me and a friend of mine, me and my dog, we was getting into it a little bit about some of the styles I was going towards. And he's like, ain't nobody gonna like that. And one of the major styles, I was like, yeah, they gonna love that. Another artist blew up with it. So for the people who feel like, oh man, this is never, I can have this gift and God gave me this gift. God giveth, God taketh away. Or God giveth to multiple people. You can't say he's fruitful and he multiplies and he didn't multiply that gift to multiple people. It's just on you to cultivate it. So I just got to say that. So at the end of the day, man, if you want to be successful, then what I mean by successful is if you want to be able to look yourself in the eye in the mirror at night and be happy with who you are, you might want to put some thought into not being average. And a lot of times, this is where you see a lot of people's insecurities come, because when you give up your greatness, you'll do anything for the attention of great people to get the same amount of attention as you would if you would have been great. You'd do anything for that. It's a shame, but that's how it goes. So if you don't want to be average, don't act average. Don't concede to doing average things. Even if you average at something, work to get above average at it. Because once you accept that mediocrity, that sale door gonna close. But you tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.